My dear child, there is something happening right now that you cannot see with your eyes, something quiet, sacred, and deeply powerful unfolding beyond the surface of your everyday life. And if you listen closely, not with your ears, but with your heart, you may begin to feel it, a gentle pull, a warmth, a presence that seems to surround you in moments when you least expect it. Because somewhere, at this very moment, there is someone thinking of you, someone whispering your name in their prayers, even if they have never spoken it aloud, someone whose soul is reaching out to yours in ways that go beyond logic, beyond distance, beyond time itself. And you may not know who they are yet. You may not have met them. Or perhaps you have crossed paths without realizing the depth of what exists between you, but understand this clearly. God does not create connections without purpose, and when your future spouse begins to pray for you, it is not random, it is not accidental, it is divine alignment beginning to take shape. And there are signs, subtle yet undeniable signs, that reveal this sacred truth to you, if you are willing to notice them, if you are open enough to feel them. And the first sign, my dear child, is the sudden and unexplained sense of peace that washes over you. In moments when you expected chaos, you may find yourself in situations where anxiety should take over, where fear should be louder, where uncertainty should consume you. And yet, instead, there is calm, there is stillness, there is a quiet assurance that everything will be okay, even when nothing around you seems to confirm that. And this peace does not come from your circumstances. It does not come from external validation. It comes from something deeper, something spiritual, something divine. Because when someone is praying for you with a pure heart, their prayers create a covering over your life, a shield that protects your energy, that calms your spirit, that reminds your soul that you are not alone, even when you feel like you are. And this is not something you can always explain to others because they may not understand it, they may try to rationalize it, but you know the difference. You feel the difference. Because this peace is not temporary. It lingers, it stays, it grounds you in ways that nothing else can. And as you begin to notice this, you may also start to experience the second sign, which is the unexpected urge to grow, to become better, to heal parts of yourself that you once ignored or avoided. It is as if something within you is pushing you forward, encouraging you to let go of old habits, old wounds, old versions of yourself that no longer align with who you are becoming. And this can feel intense at times because growth is not always comfortable. Healing is not always easy, but it is necessary, especially when you are being prepared for a connection that is not ordinary. Because your future spouse is not just praying for your presence in their life, they are praying for your well-being, your strength, your clarity, your readiness, and those prayers begin to work within you, shaping you, guiding you, helping you become the person who can receive and sustain the love that is meant for you. And as this transformation unfolds, you may also begin to notice the third sign, which is the way certain people and situations start to fade out of your life. Relationships that once felt important may begin to feel heavy. Conversations that once excited you may start to feel empty. Environments that once felt comfortable may no longer resonate with your energy. And this can be confusing, even painful, because letting go is never easy, but understand this deeply. Not everyone is meant to go where you are going. Not everything is meant to stay in your life forever. And when your future spouse is praying for you, asking God to bring you closer to them, asking for alignment, asking for a connection that is pure and true, then anything that does not match that prayer begins to fall away. Not as a punishment, but as a preparation, as a clearing, as a way of making space for what is truly meant for you. And yes, it may feel lonely at times. It may feel like you are losing more than you are gaining. But trust that what is leaving your life is not being taken from you. It is being removed to protect you, to guide you, to ensure that when the right person enters your life fully, there is room for them, there is clarity, there is alignment. And as you move through this process, there is another sign that begins to reveal itself in quiet, almost mysterious ways. And that is the feeling of being watched over. Not in a fearful sense, but in a comforting, reassuring way. As if someone is thinking of you at the exact moments when you need it most. You may suddenly feel warmth in your chest, a sense of presence when you are alone, or a deep emotional connection to someone you cannot yet fully identify. And this is because prayer is not limited by distance. It is not confined by physical boundaries. It travels, it reaches, it connects souls in ways that the human mind cannot fully comprehend. And when your future spouse is praying for you, Their energy touches your life. Their intentions reach your spirit. Their love, even if unspoken, begins to surround you. And this is why you may feel moments of connection that seem to come out of nowhere. Moments where your heart feels full without any clear reason. Moments where you feel seen, understood, and supported even when you are physically alone. And this is not your imagination. This is the power of prayer, the power of divine connection working quietly behind the scenes. And finally, my dear child, there is the fifth sign, the one that ties everything together, the one that confirms what your soul has been trying to tell you all along, and that is the deep, unshakable knowing within you that something beautiful is coming into your life. Not a wish, not a hope, but a knowing, a certainty that cannot be easily explained or dismissed. It is a feeling that stays with you, even on difficult days, even when doubt tries to creep in, even when things do not seem to be moving forward in the way you expected. Because this knowing is not based on external evidence, it is rooted in your soul. It is planted there by God Himself, as a reminder that you are being guided, that you are being prepared, that you are being led toward a connection that is not only real, but divinely orchestrated. And when you feel this, hold on to it, trust it, honor it, because it is not leading you astray. It is leading you exactly where you are meant to go. And as you continue on this journey, remember this: you are not waiting in vain. You are not alone in your longing. You are not forgotten, because somewhere, right now, your future spouse is speaking to God about you, asking for your protection, your happiness, your path to align with theirs, and every prayer they send out into the universe is bringing you closer together, step by step, moment by moment, in ways that are invisible yet undeniable. And when the time is right, when everything has aligned perfectly, when both of you are ready not just to meet, but to recognize each other fully, you will understand why things happened the way they did, why the waiting was necessary, why the growth was essential, why the signs were so subtle yet so powerful. And in that moment, you will realize that this connection was never random. It was always guided, always protected, always written long before you were aware of it. And all you had to do was trust, believe, and remain open to the love that was already making its way towards you. My dear child, now that your heart has begun to awaken to these signs, now that something within you has started to recognize that unseen connection, there is a deeper layer you must understand, a truth that goes beyond emotions, beyond imagination, beyond even what you think love is supposed to look like. Because when your future spouse is praying for you, it is not only about longing, it is about alignment. It is about two lives being shaped separately so they can come together in the most powerful and meaningful way possible. And this is why, even though you may not know them yet, even though their face may still be a mystery to you, their prayers are already influencing your life in ways you cannot fully see. Because prayer is not just words spoken into silence, it is energy released into the divine. It is intention carried by faith. And when someone prays for you sincerely, especially someone destined to be part of your life, those prayers begin to move things, shift things, protect things, and even delay certain events until the timing is right. And you may have noticed this without realizing it. Moments where something you wanted did not work out. Situations where you felt rejected. Paths that suddenly closed even though you were sure they were meant for you. And at the time, it may have hurt. It may have confused you. It may have made you question everything. But what if those closed doors were actually answers to prayers you did not even know were being said for you? What if someone, somewhere, was asking God to protect you from what is not meant for you, to guide you away from the wrong connections, to keep your heart safe until the right moment arrives? And what if those prayers were the reason certain things did not happen? Not because you were not worthy, but because you were being preserved for something greater, something more aligned, something that would not break you, but build you. And this is why, my dear child, you must begin to see your life not as a series of random events, but as a carefully guided journey, one where even the delays, the disappointments, the unexpected turns are part of a divine plan that is slowly bringing you closer to the person who is also being prepared for you. And as this realization begins to settle within you, you may notice another subtle but powerful shift taking place inside your heart, and that is the way you start to desire a deeper kind of love, a love that is not based on superficial attraction or temporary excitement, but on something more meaningful, more stable, more spiritual. You may find yourself losing interest in connections that once seemed appealing, conversations that once entertained. You may now feel empty, and instead, you begin to crave understanding, emotional depth, loyalty, peace, and a sense of true partnership. And this shift is not random. It is not something that just happens without reason. It is a reflection of the prayers being spoken over you, because your future spouse is not just asking for your presence. They are asking for a connection that is real, that is strong, that is built on values that can withstand time. And as they pray for that kind of love, you begin to align with it. You begin to embody it. You begin to seek it naturally, without forcing it, without chasing it, because it becomes part of who you are. And as you continue to evolve in this way, there is something else that may begin to happen, something that can feel both comforting and confusing at the same time. And that is the sense of emotional connection you feel towards someone you cannot fully identify. You may have moments where you feel as though someone understands you deeply, even though you have not had a conversation with them. You may feel waves of emotion that seem to come out of nowhere, as if your heart is responding to something beyond your immediate reality. And this can be difficult to explain, especially to those who rely only on what they can see and touch. But what you are experiencing is the spiritual connection that is being formed through prayer, through intention, through divine alignment. Because when two souls are meant to meet, they often begin to connect long before they are physically together. Their energies begin to recognize each other. Their spirits begin to respond to each other. And this is why you may feel drawn to certain thoughts, certain feelings, certain moments that seem to have no clear origin, because they are not coming from your mind alone. They are part of a connection that is being built on a deeper level, a level that does not require physical presence to exist. And while this may feel beautiful, it can also bring moments of doubt, moments where you question whether you are imagining things, whether you are reading too much into your emotions, whether this connection is real or simply something your heart has created out of longing. But listen carefully, my dear child. Your soul does not create illusions that bring you peace. Your soul recognizes truth. And even when your mind tries to analyze, to question, to break things down into logic, your soul continues to feel what is real. And this is why, despite the uncertainty, despite the lack of physical proof, there is still something within you that believes, that trusts, that knows, and that knowing is not something you should ignore. It is something you should honor, because it is guiding you, it is leading you, it is preparing you for something that is already being written into your life. And as this journey continues, you may also begin to notice that your patience is being tested in ways it never has before. Situations that require you to wait, to trust, to surrender control may become more frequent. And this can be one of the most challenging parts of the process, because as humans, we often want clarity, we want timelines, we want answers that we can hold on to. But divine connections do not operate on human schedules. They unfold in divine timing, and that timing is not always something you can predict or control. And this is where your faith is strengthened. This is where your trust is deepened, because you are being asked to believe in something you cannot yet fully see, to trust in a connection that has not yet fully manifested, and to remain open to a love that is still making its way toward you. And this is not easy. It requires strength. It requires patience. It requires a willingness to let go of control and allow things to unfold naturally. But understand this. What is meant for you will not pass you by. What is being prayed for you will not be lost, and what is being prepared for you will arrive at the right moment, not too early, not too late, but exactly when you are ready to receive it fully. And as you continue to walk this path, there is one final truth I want you to hold close to your heart, something that will anchor you even in moments of doubt. And that truth is this: you are not alone in this journey. You are not the only one feeling this connection. You are not the only one being prepared, because just as you are growing, healing, evolving, your future spouse is doing the same. They are facing their own challenges, learning their own lessons, becoming the person who can meet you not from a place of lack, but from a place of wholeness. And this is why the connection will be so powerful when it finally comes together, because it will not be built on dependency. It will not be based on incomplete versions of yourselves trying to fill each other's emptiness. It will be two whole individuals coming together in alignment, in understanding, in mutual growth, And in that moment, everything you have experienced, every sign, every feeling, every delay, every lesson will make sense, because you will see clearly that none of it was random, none of it was wasted. It was all part of a divine process that was guiding both of you toward each other, step by step, prayer by prayer, until the moment finally arrives where what was once unseen becomes visible, what was once felt becomes real, and what was once hoped for becomes your reality. And when that happens, my dear child, you will not have to question it. You will not have to chase it. You will not have to doubt it, because it will feel right. It will feel natural. It will feel like something your soul has always known, and you will finally understand that every prayer spoken for you, every moment of waiting, every sign you noticed along the way was leading you exactly where you were always meant to be.